Well, hey there, hobby homesteaders. Welcome back to Peaks Peak. My name's Lucas, and we're sharing our hobbies here on 38 acres in eastern Kentucky. And today, our hobby is stopping by our local Kubota dealer because we got to do some service on our tractor. And I was just out here noticing they have the perfect hay baling tractor. This is an M4 Kubota 74 horse tractor, and I just wanted to check this thing out. It is such a hot day, and I was thinking, man, having a cab and some AC and all those things would be really cool. So for all you guys that are out there doing your hay in the heat, this is the tractor you need to check out. So let's learn a little bit more about it. So guys, you know I'm not an expert on large tractors. In fact, I have spent very little time in the seat of a large tractor, but they've always interested me, and one of these days I'm going to get to a point where I can start baling my own hay and doing some things like that. So I always want to learn more about the bigger tractors. So here to help me do that today is Josh from Davis Equipment here in Ashland, Kentucky. Josh, how you doing today, man?
Not too bad. How are you?
Good. I appreciate you talking to us about this M4 tractor.
Not a problem at all.
Yeah. So I've got a few questions. The first being a 74 horse tractor like this.
Yes, sir.
What are most buyers going to be using a tractor like this for?
This is going to be mainly your bush hogging, your baling tractor. With it being a 74 horse, it can handle hills no problem, and it can definitely do all the mowing you'll ever need to do with it.
So with a bush hog, I mean, my little Kubota BX, I'm pulling a 4-foot bush hog.
Yeah.
How big of a bush hog will this pull?
This will pull anywhere to your 12 to 15 foot. We've got bat wings, we've got everything down here. But
wow.
This is mainly your big size bush hogs for your big pieces of property.
Right. That's awesome. So we talked about baling hay. How big of a baler can you pull behind this?
Probably a 5x5 would be perfect for this thing. Nothing over the top crazy, but definitely something that'll get the job done quick, easy, and efficiently.
Now you guys know I have gotten into using my sawmill and moving a lot of logs. And I see an 84-inch grapple on this M4.
Yes, sir.
How heavy of a log can I pick up with this tractor?
Well, that's pretty cool actually. When you go and you look at your Kubota tractors, they all have a number right on the side. And that's actually how many kilograms they can pick up. So if you do the simple little math, this grapple right here can pick up about 2,500 pounds.
That's awesome. Yeah, my little Kubota, you know, if I have my forks on or my grapple on, then I'm picking up 800 pounds max.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm kind of limited in log size, but you can move just about anything with that.
You can about move the earth with this thing.
Yeah. All I can tell you is in eastern Kentucky, it has been really hot the last couple of weeks. And we're talking mid-90s. It's just been really rough. And I remember the times up in Indiana where me and my dad were out baling hay and picking up square bales and how miserable it was with that scratchy hay and all that. But this looks to me like it's going to be a really comfortable tractor to be out baling hay.
This is a Cadillac of tractors right here.
Right on.
Well, what's really awesome with this is no matter how hot it is, you've got ice cold AC in this thing. And even if you got to do some work with it in the winter, it's also got built-in heat. And what's really cool too is they even have a spot you can hook up a radio, so all them days that you're out there in the field all day, you can listen to your favorite tunes while you're going down the field.
That's what I like. Turn up my bluegrass.
Oh yeah.
All right, so we got a jump seat here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is where you haul the grandkids around with you. And
absolutely. Yeah. That's what most people do with them anyway. Anytime that your kid or your grandkid wants to hop up in here and spend some time with you, there's a perfect little seat for that.
That's great. I notice your seat bouncing up and down.
Yes,
now,
sir.
On my Kubota BX, I bounce up and down, but it's not a comfortable bouncing up and down. It's kind of a, you know, jar your kidneys kind of ride.
Yeah, what's awesome about these is these have built-in suspension seats. And what even cooler, you can get an optional air ride seat to it. You never even feel this thing go down the field.
Nice, I like it, I like it. Man, this is a lot of tractor. Tell me a little bit about this engine here. What do we got?
Well, this is a turbo 4-cylinder, makes plenty of torque, more than you'll ever need. What's really cool about this one too is since it's under 100 horsepower, there is no def on this thing. It does have a regeneration system in it, but what's really cool about that is the tractor does it all on its own. You can be working in the field and you'll never even know it kicks on.
So on the regen system of this, and I'm just starting to learn about how all of this works.
Yes, sir.
But let's say it's time for a regen and you're just about ready to put it up for the day.
Yes, sir.
Does this make you leave it running for a certain length of time until it finishes that regen, or will it save it for the next trip?
It all works on stages with these. There's a stage 1, 2, 3, and 4. With one of these, if you're almost finished with it, you can realistically turn it off if you want to. I wouldn't recommend it. but you can. And then the next time you start it on up, it'll immediately start that regen process when it gets to temperature. But what I would recommend is if you're going to be using it a lot, as long as your RPM's up and it starts your regeneration process, it only takes about 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's not
That's not
very
too
long.
bad. Yeah, people act like this is such a major deal to have to deal with regen, but
Yeah.
honestly, I mean, you know, if you got to leave it sitting running for 10 minutes, that's not the end of the world.
Yeah, I mean, if you're working in the field with it all day and it starts to regen on you, it's basically just giving the time to the engine to cool off a little bit too.
I got you. Yeah.
And yeah, it's fully automated. It's all based off in the computer, so when it needs to regen, even if you're out in the field or if it's even sitting still, it'll immediately kick on for you and you don't even have to worry about it.
Okay, cool. So coming around to the back of this M4, I noticed several things that obviously my little BX doesn't have, but would make it a whole lot easier to hooking up to bigger implements and heavier implements. So tell me a little bit about what we got going on back here.
So all these come standard. You've got 2 rear remotes, especially for your bigger baling equipment, your bat wings, things like that. But what makes these really cool that BX's L Series don't have is they have fully telescoping 3-point. So you can pull these out as much as you need to, or you can raise them as much as you need to, or you can widen them as much as you need to. So no matter what implement you put on the back of this thing, it'll fit right on there without an issue. So.
Yeah, so if you're like me and you're used to small tractors and you got to have a spud bar to lift your implement, or you hook up one side and then drag it with your tractor to kind of get things lined up, looks like it kind of takes all that out of this.
Oh yeah, absolutely simple. You can space it out as much as you need to, pull it out as much as you need to. Everything's super simple on these.
The Kubota M4 really does seem like the ultimate hay baling tractor. The cab seems to have all of the comforts that you could need in a tractor, including a comfortable ride and air conditioning and easy access to all of the controls. We want to thank Josh and Davis Equipment for taking time out of their day to get this tractor out and show us all the features and how it works, just so we could share with you guys a little bit of what Kubota has to offer in their tractor lineup. So we're going to leave you guys with a little commercial for Davis Equipment, and until next time, don't forget to get outside and enjoy God's creation, because it's beautiful out here. Y'all have a good day. Davis Equipment Company, located on Greenup Avenue in Ashland, has been helping customers take pride in their land for over 60 years. They carry a complete line of Kubota equipment from tractors to mowers to RTVs. Davis also carries a full line of Land Pride implements to outfit your machine. And not only does Davis Equipment carry Kubota and Land Pride, but they also have a large selection of Spartan mowers and Intimidator UTVs. Davis Equipment Company is a family-owned business committed to helping you find the most efficient and economical solution to your needs, including finance options for everything they sell. They also offer a fully trained service department ready to take care of anything from your first oil change to a complete rebuild. And if you take care of your own regular maintenance, they've got all the fluids and filters in stock for you. Whatever your equipment needs, Davis Equipment Company's got you covered. Be sure and stop by and see them on Greenup Avenue in Ashland, Kentucky.